Welcome to another Sengoku Jidai battle. In this match I have Qing Bannermen against Marius's Tibetan Lords. So the Tibetan army is a mix of hard-charging heavy lancers, and its infantry are either warriors who can move 3 tiles and shoot, or light spear-armed warriors. Also gets good light support in the form of infantry slingers and mounted archers, although not too many of the latter. I've hosted the match, so I start down here, and basically I need to decide if I want to either move up to try to seize this high ground, but with the downside of having a lot of open country for cavalry, or hold back and defend these rice paddies. And that'll decide my force composition as well. I think I normally like bringing artillery against Tibetans, but the sightlines are pretty bad due to the hills. We'll bring archers to disrupt cavalry. Well, I'll cut and make my choices. Okay, so ultimately I've decided on a pretty cavalry heavy force, at least by my standards, because I've decided that I'm not going to stand back and defend. That would be the safer call, but it's also not very honorable, and this is just a friendly match anyway, so we are going to try to get forward, seize this slope, and look downhill into this forest and concentrate cannon fire on this open area and hold the flank with our own light cavalry and non-light cavalry. Okay, deployment. So, guns. That seems maybe there. Okay. And, yep, cavalry. I wonder what would happen if I go all in on lights here and he just deploys everyone here. That could be bad, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Keep this unit as a central reserve. And then for fighting in the open, I think I want my archers for their extra range. Although they're mostly of rather poor quality. Want to get here, here, and here. Possibly want to occupy these patches of rough as well. Good. Okay. Very good. So we might have to shift either left or right, depending on his deployment. Next turn. Not much to see yet. It's looking quite likely, though, that I want to shift this wing of cavalry over. Well, to the rough ground, and to the rough ground. Occupy the wood, shift over, take cover behind the light infantry. Okay, then what? Shift over, and do we send scouts out here? Or do we potentially sacrifice some cavalry? Seeing nothing. Alright, more scouts then. In the meantime, let's prepare to shift this infantry over. And same with the cavalry. Keep these 3 units shifting around and looking, but I think overall we will want to shift everybody we can to the left. Okay. Next turn. Oh, hello. Do we still care about that? Not really. Let's see exactly what we're up against here. At least 4 units of heavy horse. Okay. Send our scouts into the forest. Very good. Alright. Then what? We can open up now. Line the edge of the forest with our raw troops. Cover that gap. But also we can be ready to shift into this rough at the approach of cavalry. We'll shift our own cavalry over to the left to try to engage the rest of his forces before they come in. Interesting. Where could they be? Alright, no matter. Line of sight blocked by my own men, of course. Well, we can just wait in place there. Held firm. Okay, very good. Next turn. We need to intervene to protect these guns. Disruption. How unfortunate. Ah, yes. Hello. fragged. Now flank here to avoid getting shot at anymore. Damn. I was hoping for more than that, but it was not to be. We're a bit crammed in. I need to try to find a way to spread out into the open country with my cavalry. Let's harass and distract and see if we can draw the attention of his cavalry. Good, we're behind them, that's perfect. Bit grim. All this heavy horse coming for us, and nothing but shooty horse to oppose them. Next turn. Nope. Alright. Oh, that's going well. Start working around the flank. Get our impact foot ready. Occupy this rough ground. Fire. And get ready to charge this foot. Okay. Meantime, wheel about. Oh, that didn't work out. This is going to cave, so we need to be in position to countercharge, I think. Yeah. And here we can just harass as they move. veer off into the forest. Could be a good area to shoot from as they advance. Next turn. They hold firm again. Oh no, they frag. They're already fragged. Okay. Yep, they're doomed. That could help us. Potentially. Good, good. We need those horsemen off, distracted, chasing after skirmishers. Excellent. Then we can occupy the forest against the cavalry. Interesting choice. Let's try to avoid getting caught here, but also stay close enough to keep them chasing after us. Here we have generaled up cavalry against at least currently moderately disordered cavalry. We're going to take advantage of that. Impact is bad. Light Lancer is true quality general, but they are disordered. If we can stick the impact, it shouldn't matter. That's the idea. Or I could simply work my way around. Probably the safer call. Okay, let's get a flank attack in. Frag them. Lucky us. Do we let them roll or just charge in with the boobing? I was hoping for a disruption there, but that's okay. Let's just crash in. Frag, very good. You are probably more needed on the other flank now. Run off. Okay, we'll try to build a wall of fire here to at least slow this cavalry. Go take cover. I don't want to get driven off the field. Oh, it's alright. If he charges, we'll evade and then come back later, and that's really fine. Very good. Might need these guns on the right. Okay, so the only remaining questions are what to do with these two units. And I think we keep this unit in reserve, and this unit can either... Oh, we can't. This is a bit of a... not so much a bug, so much as something that was never patched, because it happens quite rarely, but I can't charge this unit, because technically I'm zone of control locked across an ongoing melee. That's no longer the case in Field of Glory 2, but it never got patched out of Sengoku. It's a rare occurrence. What it does mean is that I can no longer do anything. Next turn. Oh, frag just from the light guns. Oh, that was unexpected. Hold. They hold firm as well. Okay, good. Successful evasions. And we're off, but we'll come back later. 28-0. So it looks like our unsteady units have held firm. Now, what does that do for us? Good things. Perfect. Good. Push up and loose. Fall back into the rough, hopefully hold firm. They do. Push up, pair an arc of fire. Good. And harass them from behind to encourage them to either keep charging or split up. Just as good. Turn around. Let's see. Impact swordsman, prepare to hit them in the rear. This unit general up on you and join in. No, it's a waste. Let's return this way towards the rough ground. Flee. And flee. No need to risk actually getting caught after all. With light guns, I suppose we might as well open up with them. Right then, we have reached the end. Just barely at 40% exactly. There we go. Let's see. I'd say there's two main factors. One, Marius's heavy cavalry kind of went on a wild goose chase over here, trying to chase down skirmishers they could not catch. Two, his very large and intimidating left wing of heavy horse never actually joined the battle. So really, he was fighting almost my entire force with a fraction of his force. Now, these heavy cavalry are very good. They can win in melee against even infantry hiding in the rough as long as they're not dedicated melee infantry. They also have bows, so they can shoot back at cavalry, although it is 50% bows. So the other thing is the Tibetan infantry. It's fast, being warriors, and they bring, matchlocks and bows, and they're okay, but they have no defensive light spear impact the way Chinese infantry does. So they're a little bit squishy in the open. Mainly, though, I would say that he was chasing my skirmishers instead of fighting me head on with his heavy horse. And maybe he would have had an easier time if he had brought a little bit less heavy horse and a few more skirmishers of his own to see off my skirmishers, or at least neutralize them, so he could concentrate on the business of fighting the battle. And the Tibetans do have a solid light wing of infantry slingers and mounted archers. Still, it did get a little bit dangerous in the center, but I lucked out on some rolls and held out, and then he left an exposed flank here. You can't see where it is, where he could have fallen back to break contact, at the cost of a potential cohesion drop, of course. So, hey, good game to Marius, and we already have another match underway with different factions. Till next time.